What's up, guys? It's Mizuna, and we're here on the MizunaCraft server. Where am I? I am at my new base location. That's right. Now that we have flight, although I need to refill my potion here. Really easy with our Ars Magica 2 refill, recharge, arcane reconstructor doohickey. We have moved from over here at the town hall. We've moved all of our stuff. That's right. Blood magic altar not there. Crafting altar not there. Now it's over here. The blood magic altar has not been reset up yet, but I have set up the crafting altar, and I've set up a bunch of stuff over here. We've got a nifty thing, a magician's workbench. This is kind of a cool block. Basically, it's got 2 internal crafting tables and an internal inventory, which is really cool. And then we've got our obelisk here with wizard's chalk runes and these pillars of stone that make it better, essentially. We've got a portable tank, which is just copper and glass, like this, filled with Ethereum to power this guy. 4 calefactors that we're using for all our smelting. They have mana foci in them. Our armor imbuement table, which we actually used. These all hit level 30, so I put burnout reduction on all of them. So that's working out really well. We have a spell book now, which, if you see the recipe for this, not difficult. If you sneak right-click with this guy, you can put spells in it, and it basically is just 1 hotbar slot for all of your spells. So I've moved all my stuff over here. With our flight, it was not difficult to finish this circle of dirt, and I've tried to make it look kind of cool. Carpenter's wedge sloped it up a little bit, and I have a plan for this to make it look really cool. It's going to be like a multi-tiered up and down sort of platform build. This is going to be our base on this server. I think it's going to be really neat. So, all that being said, what's our project for today? Well, we've been dealing with magic stuff for quite a while. I think it's time to get into some tech. So I have my quartz grindstone here, ready and willing to break down some ores with our wooden crank. We are going to get into AE today. Now, the thing that's holding me back from AE is to start on the AE track. We really need charged Certus quartz. Like, it's a necessary ingredient to get started on this track. So, we don't have a single piece. And we can't make it until we have some. You can make it with regular Certus quartz after you found your first piece. So we need to go out into the world, we need to go mining, and we need to find ourselves some charged Certus quartz. So that's my mission for now. I will see you when I have it in my grasp. Wolfie, another member on the server, had a single piece of charged Certus quartz in a chest back at spawn. Now, he has moved on. His base is over here. He's not at that base anymore. But... what was that, I wonder? I don't know what that was. No idea. But anyway, I'm going to make more Certus quartz with this Certus quartz. So, let's get on with it, shall we? We need this piece of charged Certus quartz, this piece of redstone, and this piece of nether quartz. We throw them into a puddle, which is still one of the funniest crafting methods I've ever heard of. And BAM! We get 2 pieces of Fluix crystal. I'm so freaking excited. Now, the first thing we have to do with this Fluix crystal is make a charger out of it. So let's do that. We need iron. Do I have iron pre-smelted? Let's look. Iron. Anywhere. Getting a little bit of an FPS drop here for some reason. Not sure why. It's fine. We can smelt some more iron. Fine. Not a big deal. Here you go. Smelt that. So, we're going to make a charger out of it, and using the charger, we can make more charged Certus quartz out of regular Certus quartz. What's our next step? Our next step is we need an inscriber, which requires iron, sticky pistons, and Fluix or pure Fluix. I believe we have slime. We do indeed have slime. If not, there's a slime island nearby. So we can make the sticky pistons. Iron we have or can find easily. Fluix we can now make. Then we will need ME drive. Yes, an ME drive, which requires engineering processors, which we need to make in the inscriber. I'll cover all that when we get to it. ME glass cable, which takes fluix and quartz fiber, which takes ground up stuff and glass. We can do all of this. We need a terminal. Just an ME terminal. Annihilation, formation, illuminated panel. Annihilation is logic processors and nether quartz. Formation is Certus quartz and a logic processor. We can do that. We will need a vibration chamber. We are actually going to use... Nobody uses the vibration chamber, but I'm going to use the vibration chamber for early game power gen for AE. That means we need quartz glass, which is just more ground up stuff. Not the iron, the quartz glass. Which is more ground up quartz and glass, etc., etc., etc. It's a bit of a rabbit hole, but we're going to get it done. So, I'm going to build a bunch of stuff. When I have it all in my inventory and I'm about to set up the system, I will bring you guys back. Bam! It's a thing. We did it. I have done a thing. We have applied Energistics. Okay, so this took... this took a long time, guys. So... Let's start from the beginning, shall we? I'll just go over what I had to do to get this. So, the first thing I needed was the charged Certus quartz. I showed you that I got that from Wolfie. He was nice enough to lend that to me. Thank you very much, my friend. Now, we made more in our puddle, our super duper amazing puddle. It's the best machine ever. We made Fluix crystal and we did stuff with it. We made a charger. We used that charger to make more charged Certus quartz to do all the things we needed. Excellent. That's a good start. Then, what we needed was all the other stuff. Starting with a vibration chamber. Vibration chamber, easy, energy acceptor, needs more fluix. We know how to make that now. Quartz glass, we needed this. Quartz dust and glass. Okay. Glass is easy enough to do, just sand and a calefactor gives us glass. We could have used our grindstone, but for something we needed later, we needed a pulverizer anyway, so I needed power. Now, AE power does not translate to RF power, so I made an ender generator. You can see the recipe for that. Ender pearls, eyes of ender, redstone, a furnace, and a block of iron. We have these 5 ender lilies that I found while I was out exploring, so I've got a pretty renewable source of ender pearls, so I've been using this to grind up my quartz and get the quartz dust. So, with that, we made our energy acceptor out of the quartz glass, which is pulverized quartz and glass. With that, we made our vibration chamber. Vibration chamber is basically a super easy generator, like any other you've ever seen. You just put in coal, it creates AE power. Cool. Then, we needed our inscriber. You're seeing the rabbit hole here. Oh, by the way, let me show you the recipe for the pulverizer. Not super difficult, just flint, a piston, copper, gears, which is copper surrounded by iron, and a redstone reception coil, which is gold and redstone. Piston, normal recipe, and the machine frame basic, iron, glass, and a tin gear, which is tin surrounding iron. So, that was the pulverizer. Then we needed our inscriber to make our processors and such, and that requires energy from our vibration chamber. So, to make the inscriber, we needed 2 sticky pistons, easy enough, there are slime islands everywhere, iron, and another fluix crystal. Simple, not really a huge deal. Then we needed our ME drive. The ME drive is 2 engineering processors, which you just stick your engineering press, which I think I have in here. My inventory, all of the inventories are an absolute mess. You just stick your engineering press in here, a diamond in here, it crushes it together to make a... Well, actually, we can see this. A printed engineering... See, inscriber engineering press, a diamond, makes a printed engineering circuit. The engineering circuit and printed silicon with redstone makes an engineering processor. The printed silicon requires the silicone. You pulverize sand to get the silicone, which is why I needed the pulverizer. So, we did this, we made our ME drive. Not a huge, big thing, really. We also needed, for that, the ME glass cable, which is a quartz fiber and 2 fluix crystal. Quartz fiber is crushed quartz, and glass, not a big deal. Then we needed our terminal. Our terminal required an illuminated panel, a logic processor, which is a gold thing, which is the logic press, and a gold ingot, to make this, which makes this. An illuminated panel, which is just more quartz glass, glowstone, redstone, and iron, not a big deal. Formation core, which is fluix dust, you just grind up fluix crystal like you would any other quartz. A logic processor and Certus, and an annihilation core, which is the same thing but with nether quartz instead of Certus quartz. And with that, we made our ME terminal. Then, to actually store the stuff, we need a storage drive, which is a pretty simple recipe, more quartz glass involved, and one of these guys, which is logic processors, Certus quartz, and redstone. So, we're here. We have it. This is a thing. I can now put stuff into my ME system as long as this thing has power. Bam! We did it. I love it. I am so happy. Oh my gosh. Like, just clear out our entire inventory here. Bam! Inventory clean. And now that already has 27 of 63 storage types. So, we're going to have to be a bit picky about what we put in here for now, although not really, because I'm just going to make 9 more 1K storage drives to get us started here off camera. Obviously, that's not going to be... I'll make one on camera with you guys. Why not? Why not make one on camera? We need a gold ingot for that. I guess you can't mouse wheel, but you can shift right click to grab one piece of gold out of there. We're going to need a redstone. Alright. Then we're going to need more silicon, which needs more sand. Did I put my sand away? Where is my sand? I know I have more sand sitting around somewhere. Oh, you know where it is? I know where it is. There it is. My inventory is an absolute disaster after this, but it's a thing. So I'm going to make one of these on camera with you guys, just so you can see... Ooh, don't need that many. Just one. Just so that you can see how it's done. So there's the silicon. Now, if we go over here and we grab out our... We'll need our logic press. Give me this. And our silicon press. Give me that. And then we go over here. We put our silicon press in here. You can just shift click it. And our silicon in there. It'll use the energy from the vibration chamber to make a printed silicon. Cool. If we use our logic press with gold, it'll use the energy from the vibration chamber to make us a... Oh, and it has a cool animation too. See? Neat. A printed logic circuit. Cool. You put those two together with a piece of redstone, that'll make you your actual logic processor. So that's kind of cool. Now then, we need 1K storage disks is what we're after. So, 1K ME storage cell requires 1K ME storage units, which requires Certus quartz and glass to make those, or it's actually redstone, okay. I've got plenty of redstone. Bam. So there's one of those. And then we need to put them into a casing, which... These are just quartz glass, redstone, and iron. Or you can just craft it directly with those components, like so. So, the quartz glass, we need to grind up more quartz. Okay, that's easy. We just stick quartz in our pulverizer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, and you get your Certus quartz dust. We are running low on Certus quartz. We're going to have to, the next step, obviously, is to find some way to automatically mine materials. Even if it's slow, that's something that we're going to need. So, make more quartz glass, excellent. And then we can make this. If we had iron, we could make it. Bam, iron. And bam! There's another 1K ME storage drive. You just pop that in there. Another light on. And we can store even more things in here. Excellent. So, off camera, guys, I'm going to make up now 8 more of these. I'm going to probably also make an energy cell from Applied Energistics. These aren't super difficult to make, just Certus Quartz, Fluix Crystal, and Quartz Glass. You know, we can do this right now. For whatever reason with shaders, this doesn't actually appear in, like, the little entity. See, if I turn off my shaders, you can see... Oh. Maybe not. Interesting. Alright, I thought it was a shaders glitch, but apparently it is a... Alright, well, we have one now anyway. Charged Certus Quartz. We're going to need 2 of these to make this energy cell, I believe anyway. Man, oh man, this sucks. We could move this thing 1 block over and it would get power from our vibration chamber. Probably a thing I'm going to do. There you go. Now we've got 2 of those. We're going to need a couple of nether quartz. Here's our issue. We only have 1 nether quartz. Alright. Well, in that case, yeah, I'm going to make it off camera. I'm going to make an energy cell off camera because we're going to need a way to store energy for our ME system so this thing doesn't just constantly use up coal. Although it doesn't use coal that quickly. We could just power it whenever we use it or something like that for now. Been a lot of crafting, a ton, honestly. This has been a ton of work to get this stuff up and running, but it's going to make our lives so much easier moving forward. In the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be delving into the realm of Mistcraft. And we're going to be doing that because I want to build us a mining world on the server. And all this stuff is pretty cheap, pretty easy to get into. I wonder what that does. Anyway, and we're going to be building a mining world, and then, dependent on how long that takes us, we might be attempting to build the Ender Quarry next episode. I don't know if we'll set it up, but I think we're going to try and get into it next episode so that we can move forward in this amazing modded world that we've set up for ourselves. This guy still needs to, I might do this, finish it in perhaps a time lapse at the beginning of next episode. I don't know though. So, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below. It really does help me out. Subscribe for more content every single day. Remember that the pack is available publicly on the Curse client. Quite a few people have already downloaded it, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Leave a comment if you're playing on the MizunaCraft pack. Subscribe for more content every single day. I hope I see you in the next episode, guys. I'm having a ton of fun. As always, this is Mizuna, signing off.